Hi all, Renee here. I am here today to show you the December 2024 Notes from the Heart paper pumpkin and the alternates that I got done. So first, when I first saw this kit, I was a little bit bummed because if you've watched me before with my paper pumpkins, you know I like to cut these card bases apart and then use them to make two cards instead of one, which automatically just doubles my kit immediately as soon as I start. Well, these just didn't work that way because of the way they're cut, this beautiful scallop. I didn't want to lose that. So I went ahead and made all the cards from the kit exactly as they're called for, except I did change some sentiments, which I'll show you. And on this one, I added something. But then I also took a look at the envelopes. Now, the envelopes you can see here, they are green. They're green front and back. And they have these, this isn't actually on the envelope. It's actually a sticker that it's pretty hard cardstock sticker to put the address on to address the envelopes. So I'll show you my alternatives. But what I did was I used that and I used the envelopes to make a bunch more cards. So altogether, I got the 9 that the kit makes, plus I got another 18, maybe? I think, something like that. Cards from using the envelopes and those stickers. And I think they just really turned out wonderful. So let me get right into it. Get rid of this paper. So you get in the kit, you get a Blackberry Bliss. I got some bling. I got all the die cuts, everything I needed, all the adhesive, all the stuff, and this great sentiment set. I love these sentiments. I mean, there are so many sentiments here that are going to be good for so many projects in the future. So I'm really glad I got those. And while I'm thinking of it, I wanted to show you, I promised that I would show you how I organize my paper pumpkin stamps. So I know this is like not showing us and it's too big for the camera. So this is the whole thing. Let me see. There we go. Okay. So it's a 3-ring binder, 8.5 by 11. And these are photo sleeves that I just got. I think I got them at Hobby Lobby. And they are roughly, I think, 4 by 6 or no, 4 by, here. Let's measure. Let's stop guessing. Let's measure. So the openings are 3.5 by 5, just about 5. So 3.5 by 5, and there's 4 per page. And that's how I've decided to store my paper pumpkin stamp sets, as well as any die sets that I buy that go with paper pumpkin. I write on the corner which paper pumpkin it came from, and I've got a whole bunch of sheets. This will last me so long. But that's where I've been putting all my paper pumpkins. So I wanted to show you that. I've been meaning to show you that. So let's get back into this. So here are the 3 cards from this particular design. And this particular design, let me pull out the instruction sheet. It didn't have the green behind it. And once I cut apart the envelopes, I slipped one of the green pieces from the envelope and I went, huh, I really like that. So I decided to put that behind these guys. So there's those 3 with just a note, which is exactly how it's designed. Then on the next one, I decided to change it from happy birthday to just a note. And with this one, I used my Blackberry Bliss and my water brush to put splatter all over the background. So easy. You just rub this on a non-porous surface. I used my glass mat. You can use a stamping block, whatever you have. And then I just took a tiny bit of water, put it on there, and then used the brush to just splatter over the backs of these. And I did that also on the next card as well. But I think those turned out really good, and I love having that splatter added. And then this one, I changed from thank you to lots of love. So again, did the splatter and then created the cards exactly as they are in the kit. So there's those. There was a lot of extra sentiment spots, 3 of each one. So I just went ahead and stamped them, and I'm just going to put them in my little bucket that I keep over here of sentiments. So I'm just going to keep it in that. And then I can use those sentiments whenever I need a simple sentiment for a card. So we'll keep that off to the side. And then, like I said, I have this stamp set that's really great. I can use those for other cards later in the future. So let me show you the alternates. So for the alternates, I used some old product that I had from last year that I had left over because I really encourage you to use up all of the supplies you have. Don't let anything go to waste, and don't feel like you have to have the most up and coming trending stuff. Use what you have and make it beautiful. So anyway, Real Red is the color I used for the stamping. I am not sure where I got this. I was looking in my stamps and I don't know where I came up with this sentiment. So it's an old sentiment I had, but this white background, that is that sticker that was meant for the address. So that is an address label that I turned into a card. Look at that. So the stamp set that I pulled in for this one is this Reindeer Fun. And what I used was the extra, when you get the die set on a lot of the die sets, make sure you're looking at all the dies that come with it, because there's going to be more than what you need. Like on this one, there's dies for these, you know, these small things in this tree, but then there's lots of other dies like lights and presents with bows and all kinds of things. I'm not going to show you too much because this is a retired set. So unless you're buying it used from somebody, you're not going to be able to get it. But I wanted to show it to you and show you how to use your old supplies with scraps. I made all of these reindeer heads out of scraps that I just had in my paper. Let me show you how I keep my scraps. I've been meaning to show you that too. Let me find one that's got some scraps in it. Okay, we'll pull this. Is this one that has scraps? Of course not. Any one that I'm going to pull, I'll just show you. So I have these little, what are they called? They're sleeves for 12 by 12. They're made by Kato, and I should have a link down below. And this is what I put all my paper in. And then when I have scraps, I throw the scraps in the front so I can look at a glance. Do I have any scraps of this particular color of paper? So that's what I did. I just pulled all my scraps of my browns, crumb cake, and I think this was beige of some sort, and then Real Red for the bow. And I just used this with my die cutter, and just watching TV one night, I just put all these together, just watching videos, and then decided to make them into cards. So what I did was I used an old, just an old frame die that I had from Close to My Heart. So whatever you have, you could also just cut a rectangle and then put this sticker on top of that rectangle solid color cardstock. I just thought this made a cute little frame, and then the paper could peek out. This paper is from the Take a Bow, B-O-W. I know it's Take a Bow, but it was made for making bows, and it had a die set and all kinds of things. So I still have a lot of that paper left. So I'm like, I'm going to use it. So that's Take a Bow paper, and I did that with all of these, and I made a whole bunch. They're all the same, just with different color of DSP. So you can see the different looks you get just using different DSPs. So I love how those all turned out. So I made a whole bunch of those, and I love that little deer. It's so sweet, and it's such an easy way to do that. You can also do that with builder punches. There are quite a few punches in the current offering online and in the catalog. Take a look at those. There's quite a few Christmas things. We've got some new products coming very soon that I will be showing you that have some of these. And I'm really excited because I am going to be getting if you're not in my Facebook group, down below is a link. Click the link, answer the questions so I can let you into the Facebook group. I shared with the Facebook group that on the 23rd of September, there's going to be a advent calendar released, and I'm hoping that in the advent calendar, there will be some dies that make things like this. Keeping my fingers crossed, keep my fingers crossed. But if you want most up-to-date current information because I usually record these videos and it takes a week or so for me to get them all edited and posted and all the things. So if you want to know things like current, go join my private Facebook group. It is a private group. Really nice people. You can post. You can't post, like don't sell yourself on the group, but you're welcome to post pictures of things that you're making. So anyway, if you want up-to-date information, I'm just saying, go down there. So then the next set of alternate cards I made 6 of those, and they're all pretty similar. I used this tag from the Merry Tags and More add-on set. These are add-on sets for Paper Pumpkin. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you have the opportunity to buy these add-on sets. They go for the quarter. So this was for October, November, December 2024. And it coordinated with those 3 Paper Pumpkin kits. So they're a really great thing. I love getting these, and I use them for these cards. So each one of these is a tag. This is some more of the Take a Bow paper and some solid color cardstock. The green cardstock is actually the envelopes from the kit. So this is the front of the envelope, and then I cut the tags out of the back of the envelope. So out of the envelope, I got 1 full card, and then the sticker that was meant for the front of the envelope, I got another set of cards. So I got 9 of those. And then you'll see I have some additional alternates that I made from the rest of the envelopes. So let me just show you these real quick. And then if you're wondering where that gingham ribbon came from, that was actually something I saved from, I think it was a Fat Quarter Shop Christmas quilt box, and it was the ribbon that was wrapped around the product inside the box, I think. Whenever I get ribbon, I keep it all, I throw it in a jar, and then I just go through it from time to time and find uses for the ribbon. And then this is just a little bit of the natural twine, which is still available. You can still buy that. And then for my next alternate, this is using some retired specialty paper that's called Mercury Vellum. So beautiful. I wish we still carried it. It's so sparkly. Let me see. You can see it a little bit more on this edge of this card. And then what I did was I took a piece of vellum, and this stamp set is still available. It's called Shepherd's Care. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this stamp set. I stamped it on the vellum. Now you do need to use StazOn ink. If you try to use any other kind of ink, this is my experience. When I try to use any other kind of an ink, it either doesn't dry at all or it takes days to dry. StazOn dries not quickly, but I would say probably within a half an hour, I was able to handle this and start making the card. So usually what I'll do if I'm doing this kind of a thing is I'll stamp my StazOn, set it aside, and then go do all my other cards or whatever else I'm doing, and then come back to it, which is what I did on this. So I used the shepherd, I used the smaller star, and I used the Bethlehem background, the Bethlehem cityscape. And then I stamped Peace on Earth on a piece of the envelope. So these were envelope scraps. And then this background paper is also envelope scraps. And then because this is vellum, it's hard to adhere vellum because you can't put your adhesive just anywhere because it shows. So I put it underneath the star. I put it underneath the dark parts of Bethlehem, the dark part of the shepherd, and I put it under Peace on Earth. And I adhered it. And then I'm like, well, gosh, I hate this because like all my edges were curling up. I'm like, this looks horrible. So then what I did, I'm hoping you'll be able to see this on the camera. I took the smallest basic circle die that I had, and I cut a circle out of the this vellum. Then I cut that circle just with scissors real quickly into 4 pieces, and then glued those 4 pieces at the corner to hold the corners down. It turned out great. I was so excited. And I think this might be the card that I'm going to use for my family's Christmas cards this year. So family, if you're watching, close your eyes, pretend it's a surprise when you get your card. So anyway, that's what I used for this card. Then for the last 2 alternates that I did, I used that Mercury Vellum again. Again, you can use any kind of paper you have. You could even use just some solid color cardstock that you ran through your embossing machine. There's a current specialty paper that I think would be beautiful, especially on this one. It's like a velvet paper. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that would be just beautiful on this. But anyway, so the green is all from envelopes, from the kit. The mercury vellum, this is real red, just some cardstock scraps that I actually had. And then I wanted to show you these two little guys and this wreath and the bow. It came from this Time for Celebration Mix and Match ephemera pack. These ephemera packs, I love them. But what's even more special about this particular one is these are stickers. They have an adhesive back. So it made it so incredibly easy. You get 2 pages of each one, and they come out really easy. You can see this one just popped out already. They come out so easy, and they cover all kinds of holidays. There's Halloween, there's New Year's, there's Mother's Day, Father's Day, there's Christmas, there's some birthday things in here. This could be for an anniversary. This could be just for a winter card. There's Valentine's stuff. This is a great little set, and this is available right now. So I thought I'd go ahead and let you take a peek at what was in that. And again, it's Time for Celebration Mix and Match ephemera pack. So that's what I used on these 2 cards. This is, again, pieces of the envelope. The green is part of the envelope. I pulled in just a little scrap of vellum to set this wreath off without covering up all of that mercury vellum. So all in all, this is everything that I made from the December 2024 Notes from the Heart Paper Pumpkin. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please leave those down below. I would be happy to get back with you. If I happen to find this particular stamp by the time I'm doing the editing on this video, I will put a little note and let you know where it came from. Almost 100% positive it's going to be something that's long retired. It may even be an old Close to My Heart stamp set. So with that, I will let you go. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.